Hello and welcome to Real Recruits TV, our second episode of the 2013 fall season. Alongside Kyle Stanley, I'm Phil Stafford. We had a lot of football on the docket to cover this week.
We did. Two teams that last year finished under 500 in the rankings, looking to start the season 2-0, Phil.
And those two teams that we're following this year are OConnor High School and Sunnyslope. We'll head out to the Vikings home turf for our first game of this week's episode. The Vikings hosting Trevor, Browne, and if week one is any indication, this is going to be a breakout season for junior Tim Friesen for Slope. He ran for $150 and a touchdown in week one. He was planning for a repeat performance on Friday. We pick it up midway through the first. The Bruins on offense, and Daniel Chavrin heaves one up, and Mason Cheatham comes down with it. The Vikings would convert for their second score of the night, making it 14-0. Ahead to the second, Slope calling for Friesen up the left side, and he finds room to gallop. The Bruins won't catch him on the sideline. That's 70 yards, and the lead is 21-0 for Sunnyslope. 8:02 remaining in the half. Just a few minutes later, senior Mike Humphrey getting the green light to open up the air traffic, finds Brandon Cruz on the sideline to set up another score. Vikings led by 28 at half. The clouds open up for a downpour when play resumed, but Tim Friesen just getting into what we call shedding season. That's one missed tackle, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's give him one more just for good measure. 43 yards on the carry. Friesen finished with 218 yards, 3 scores, and he talked about that epic run after the game.
I don't know, I just did some, I just ran and I kept going, and then I thought I was down, but I wasn't. I just kept on going. Our defense, we're looking real good, man. We flying around on the football field, we're doing real awesome, man. Our defense, couldn't do it without our defense in the first game.
Now let's take you out to the East Valley. Perry High School taking on OConnor. Perry's coming off a loss, while OConnor looking to start the season 2-0. Let's start this one in the first quarter, where Real Recruits linebacker Oscar Mills hunts his prey down. Poor guy never saw it coming. But Perry prevailed in this drive. Austin Nightingale with the pass. It's deflected, but Lane Veach snags it right in front of the goal line. Next play, it's Aaron Ratliff punching it in from just a yard out. That's your game's first score. It's 7-0 Pumas. Heading to the second quarter, Nightingale just waits for Ben Terhardt to completely elude his defender. 8-yard touchdown catch in the back of the end zone. It's now 14-0 Pumas. Ensuing kickoff, it's Micah Hairston taking this one, but he shuffles it to Tyson Covington. He's taking this one down the near side, all the way into Puma territory. How about the 35-yard line? Not bad field position to start this drive. And then later in the drive, it's Hunter Astorkia finding the goal line to put OConnor on the board, 14-7. But the home team prevails. Final in this one, 21-7, as the Eagles are shut out in the second half.
Millennium High School is our next destination. The Tigers played host to Pinnacle. We had a 30-minute lightning delay before we got underway, and it was all Pioneers from the start. After a fake punt, Josh Hoekstra bounces out to the left side. The Tigers seem to have him sealed up, but Hoekstra pops free and finishes the run in the end zone. 7-0 Pioneers. In response, Walter Freeman, too much air under this one. The first of 3 interceptions for Pinnacle on the night. Mason Hayden tells the offense stay on the sidelines as he takes care of the score as well. Millennium trailed 28-0 before half, but they got a little boost from Nathan Diggs here. Interception off of Brian Lewerk, and Diggs tried to make something happen, but he just gets tripped up on the near sideline. The Tigers would get a field goal to make it 28-3 at the break. First drive of the second half, Adam Tamayo scores his team my 5th TD of the season. That cuts the lead down to 18. But that's as close as it would come. Lewerk kept the pace high for the Pioneers, stands in and delivers a strike on this one. Pinnacle stomps on the Tigers. Final score 49-10. Not an easy bounce-back game for the Tigers next week either. They'll be on the road against Horizon, and that new head coach, U of A grad Chris Heavner, has his squad at 1-1 so far. So the Tigers, not an easy road from here on out.
Part of a very packed schedule that we have next week on Real Recruits TV. All here in the greater area of Phoenix. We should have 4 to 5 games around town. But if you missed any highlights last week, make sure to go to www.realrecruits.com. You're going to find a lot of video highlights, not only from Real Recruits TV, but from our athletes as well. And also check us out on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ Real Recruits, and also Twitter handle @RealRecruits. We're going to see you next week. For Phil Stafford, I'm Kyle Stanley.
Fight on, you Sunnyslope Vikings. What? Hit 'em hard, let's win tonight.